Carlos, I know we've been asking consistently about the offense, but what did you see specifically in this one tonight?
We're just having a hard time driving the baseball. A lot of ground balls. Even the balls that we're hitting hard, they're on the ground. We're just having a hard time squaring up fastballs or anything. They continue to put us in the ground, and that's what you see on the results of the at bats.
With a group of players that have the track record that a lot of these guys do, is there anything that you can put your finger on as to why that's happening consistently?
You got to keep going. You just said it. Their back of the baseball card will say that they'll come out of it. We just got to continue to push those guys and continue to work with them. You're going to go through stretches where it's hard. And right now, we're in the middle of that stretch. You got to just ride the storm and keep going. Got to keep going.
What do you make of David Peterson's outing? Just the two strong innings and then 2 runs?
Yeah, after the first inning where he hits Ohtani and a couple of walks, the single, then he gets out of it. The walks obviously, but stuff-wise, he was probably the best we've seen him. Got some swing and misses, but again, the walks, he honed that breaking ball. But I thought the velo was better today. But again, even when he got ahead, then there was 3-ball counts, and then he got behind. But stuff itself was better.
Did you know their guy Woodlowski could be this good? What were your thoughts on him? What did you know about him coming in?
Yeah, watching film, he's got good stuff. He's going to attack. And that's what he did. He got ahead, and he continued to stay on the attack. It's a combination of the fastball and the slider, and he kept us in the ground.
Are you happy with the effort and overall quality of the at-bats right now?
I'm good with the effort, obviously, but it's hard to say here that we're having good at-bats when we're not. But it's got nothing to do with effort, preparation, anything like that. They're working. We just got to be able to translate the work and the preparation and all that into the game now.
There were a lot of quick outs today offensively. What did you make of the overall approach?
They were attacking us. They got strike one, and then they were coming in the strike zone. There were some quick outs there. You got to give them credit, but we just couldn't square anything up today.
What would you say the mood among the hitters is right now? Do you think the frustration is setting in for them at this point?
Of course, every time you go through stretches like this, they're not happy about it. Especially when you put as much work as they're doing. It's just frustrating for everyone in here. But you just got to understand that it's a long season here, and you just got to keep going. You got to keep going, and but obviously they're not happy about it.
What's it like just to go through these struggles this early in the season and to have a losing streak?
Yeah, it sucks going through it. Whether it's early, in the middle of the season, late. That at some point during the regular season of 162, you're gonna face adversity, and here we are. Pretty early, facing adversity. You just gotta find a way to get through it. You gotta find a way. So we will.
Stuff-wise, this was the best outing you've had so far. How do you look overall at a night like tonight?
Yeah, first off, obviously we want to win the game, and so that's the downside. I felt a lot better with my stuff. Felt like I was able to get the sinker down, changeup I was missing down. Slider was consistently at the bottom, so left the one curveball up, but felt a lot better about my stuff, and would obviously not like to give up the 3-run homer and some of the free passes, but overall a step in the right direction, and we'll learn from it, clean the things up we need to clean up, and move on to the next one.
After loading the bases in that first inning, Willard came out, and after that looked like you really locked in. What was said and what changed in that moment?
Yeah, your back's against the wall, you got bases loaded in the first inning, and so just trying to execute one pitch at a time. Felt like at the beginning of the game I was a little quick, was able to kind of slow myself down there, get it in a better rhythm with my mechanics, and go forward from there. So, it just kind of talked about what we want to do with the next hitter, and then we got after it.
guys right now with this latest losing streak?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously sucks losing games, you know, and the guys are working their butts off, and I know they'll continue to come to the yard, and everyone will work their butts off and compete every night. You know, I think it looks a little worse since the beginning rather than mixed in the middle. We obviously don't want to go on these streaks, but it takes one game to turn it around, and that could be tomorrow. And so I think that's our job, is to, you know, get ready for tomorrow's game, take care of one game at a time, and go from there.
Does it hit you harder? You come out of spring up with optimism, and then you go through a streak this quickly, this soon into the season.
I don't think you should lose your optimism first 2 weeks of the season, first 3 weeks of the season. So, yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's not fun losing games. We don't want to lose games and go on these streaks. But like I said, we have a chance to end that tomorrow and go 1-0 tomorrow and go from there.
Marcus, overall as a group, what are you seeing from the offense right now?
Not a lot of production, you know, but a lot of guys are working hard to work our way out of this. You know, we need to score runs to win games. We haven't done it the last two. Our pitchers are throwing the ball well. We just need to get back to what we did when we were in San Francisco and what we were doing in spring training and get back rolling.
Carlos was talking about how just getting a lot of ground balls as of late as a group. Is there anything that you're seeing just consistently happening, whether it's the way pitchers are attacking you or some of the approaches that you think is leading to those types of results?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're trying to control the strike zone and swing at the right ones, and you know, that's only half the battle. The quality of contact is you know, something we're all striving for. So if you can control the strike zone, have quality contact, we're going to have, you know, a lot better results than we're having now.
How sort of surprising is this lack of offense right now, given that you've seen what this lineup can do?
Well, I mean, these types of stretches are going to happen. You know, it's tough when it happens early in the season. It's tough when it's happening when we're just not winning ball games, and it's, you know, the microscope is going to be right there on our offense. But you know, we have another game tomorrow against one of the best in the league, so we have no time to dwell on it. We just get some rest tonight and come back with a good attitude and see what we can do.
How much has it changed, this lineup, not having Juan Soto in it right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's the best left-handed hitter in the game. We miss him, but we need to get him right. We need to make sure he comes back healthy. Definitely don't want to see a situation where he comes back too soon and then something worse happens. You know, you talk to a guy like Woes, who's dealt with a calf injury, and you know, that kind of derailed his season in 24, I believe. So, you know, we're trying to hold it down for him. It didn't go well for us tonight. It has not been going well, but all we can do is work hard and show up tomorrow ready to go.
Is there a sense that maybe hitters are pressing at the plate at all?
There's times where we press. I can't speak for everybody. You know, I think everybody wants to do the best they can to help us win, especially when our pitchers are throwing the ball the way they are. So when it doesn't happen for you, it's frustrating.
Marcus, you've been on a lot of good teams. What tells you that this group is capable of withstanding these low points of the season?
Yeah, I mean, just the talent. The talent alone, the work ethic of everybody is there. You know, so you take those two things, you come out, have a good day tomorrow, and get it rolling.
Marcus, on that feed from Lindor on that double play ball, is that kind of like an awkward one as a second baseman? Like, it seems like you're not really used to like getting balls from that.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to catch the ball and find the base, and in the process of trying to find the base, I'm sure I took my eye off the catch. I caught it, you know, but in terms of catch, step on the base, transfer, and throw, I didn't get the last part done, and it hurts when they hit a home run right after that. But if we turn that double play, it's probably a spectacular double play, and it's one that we ended up needing really bad and didn't happen.